Hello hello, happy Sunday mọi người. Nào chúng ta đã nghỉ ngơi đủ sau một buổi tối và bây giờ hãy quay trở lại với tựa game Disco Elysium. Mình đã pha một cốc cà phê rõ to buổi sáng hôm nay để vừa gọi là giữ sự tỉnh táo, có thể chơi được càng nhiều càng tốt. Hôm nay là không thể tin được đã chủ nhật rồi. Hôm qua do không uống cà phê ấy, cho nên là đã có những sự lựa chọn rất là ngu ngốc, đặc biệt là lúc khám tử thi. Không sao, chúng ta chơi tiếp thôi. Hôm qua chúng ta đã mở được thêm một cái map mới và đã đi khám phá được khá khá. Để xem hôm nay có những nhiệm vụ gì mình có thể làm trong khi Kim đang đi. Rồi, cũng vào được. Xem lại hệ thống nhiệm vụ nào. Sao bonus from thought gì mà toàn là trừ này? Đó, bây giờ mình mới để ý nha. Từ từ. Thế để forward bớt cái thought đi chứ. Composal có một cái thought perception cộng 3. Để focus bớt thought đi từ từ. Trừ 1 cộng 1 này. Không có một cái thought mà mình có thể kiếm tiền được. Cái này ok này. Cái này cái long way to home thì ok này. Silver trừ 3 này, Iron trừ 1 này. Ủa nhưng mà từ từ. All learning caps raised to 3. Được này. Ô, cái này có tiền này. Indirect tax này. Learning cap for raise to 5. Advanced skill này cũng được này. Cái này trả được cái gì này? Stop đi. Cái đấy là cái gì đấy? National Hood. vậy là chưa. Rồi đã lút hết đồ trong này rồi. Đồ trong này nó chưa được lắm.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep... I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour.
Hell yeah.
Well, hand it over then. And must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Đi hỏi Vivian.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Police business. I understand. Anything I can help you with?
Xèo đây. Quay trở lại rồi. Tập trung để xem là con Lillian này nói gì về vụ chữ ký này nào.
Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building? What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
sao máy mình nó chạy chậm thế rồi? Thì chưa cắm pin. Thế là nó rơi tình trạng saving energy là nó chạy chậm dã man. Ok.
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Aye. Why not? Fine. Here you go.
Ôi, ôi. Bấm nhầm, trời ơi.
I shouldn't have. Probably, but it is a youth centre and I have children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes. Guess what's yours? No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Of course you are. It's okay. That won't happen.
Our tenant, the policeman. Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty.
She wanted to see if you would do it, and
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always
Và
selling
không
poor
tin,
men
cái bọn
promises we
công
never
đoàn.
planned to keep. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's
in her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. It's that simple, and there's no changing it. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Suggestion ạ. Cái suggestion này có vẻ cần nhiều ha. Chưa đủ điểm. Rồi quay trở lại sau vậy.
just us. It's barely a village.
The place is so pornographic. She nods, rinsing. The scruffy-haired little boy.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means. Is that the phasmid? Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again? It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. Don't be too...
Mister, what were you... Oh, okay. It's lamb.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb.
Yes, very soft. Isn't he soft?
Ồ, giờ con thấy là được điểm moral.
Bye.
Cũng không phải con này biết về cái vụ cái bẫy. Còn những vụ nào nữa nhỉ?
Tequila sunset.
My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila? Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beat.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick.
Cái jacket nào nào mà thằng đấy nó bảo là
A police badge on which the man in the photo looks at you. So, encased between two durable plastic sheets, you see a photo, a name, a rank, a document. The man keeps winking at you with his but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a good choice. And you were 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. What do you think? It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain. The badge in your hand shines. This document confirms it. Harrier Dubois. That's what it says on the badge. You should look at the badge when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is around. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
phải chơi từng team.
The portal reel is just what you need. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing, telling you about the tiniest. Within seconds you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. A click, then silence for a bit. Of course you could sing the yup, they're all here. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself. Gart, you have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over.
Thôi từ từ bây giờ tìm được cái băng để hát karaoke rồi.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's. Once the construction starts, it will probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and, well, you could trick Everard. Get someone random to sign the document. By the time the union boss finds out, your business here will be already concluded. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pirate. The library card is Billy is a unisex name. Could be that whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 00. You should first decide what to do with the corpse before taking any further actions.
Ồ, cái này là ở xác của cái thằng kia. Rồi.
These boots, hopefully soon, you'll know more about.
Tequila sunset.
What's it about? Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful...
I got a freebie.
The writing under the tiny crown logo.
Thanks, Rosie. Hey guys, I'm a hero.
Hell yes.
The incapacitated drunk lay there.
Anything else this merry band of adventurers can... Okay, what's on your mind?
Nào. Lừa thằng kia.
You take the legal documents out of the...
Ok. Không thể để thằng Everett gì đấy gọi là chiến thắng được. Phải chiến đấu cho những người khốn khổ. Bà kia đã cho mình ở free rồi. Một con người tốt như vậy thì sao cái áo bà ấy đặt cho mình là cái áo gì mà cái áo này của mình. Cái jacket ở đâu nhảy? Khéo mà về sau mình về hưu ở đây ấy chứ. Cái game này nó có một cái hơi khó chịu là nhìn từ cái góc độ này bản đồ nó hơi bị khó ấy. Đi đường nào ra bây giờ? Đi từ khoa học đường.
Mr. Dubois, now, what can Everett Clare do for you today? No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in this town, just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. By all means, Harry. What's on...
Từ sao lại vụ này? Get to signature rồi mà. Ồ, không phải là ai cả đã. Bây giờ lại phải đi về email ạ. Anh làm chuyện qua.
all are wondering, man.
Hello, compatriote. You have something to discuss?
Men like this only respect.
Fuck you, I told you.
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
Look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days. Past the monument, down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck.
Tìm được thằng này rồi. Yeah. Nào đây đi gửi thư. Chính là đây đúng không?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. Other than developing a you drop the white envelope in the dark. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. That probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard.
Đấy, cứ đi lòng vòng rồi. Đã mà một shortcut vào một phát là đến gặp anh Everett, không phải là không.
Mr. Dubois, the Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You're in my inner circle. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your...
Judging from how happy he is, it looks like, well done, sire. You don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures weren't important. The point is, do not think you're ahead of him.
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead. Why, a war, of course. Victory, Harry. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war. Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men. Or 15 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pine.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head
Thằng này
start.
quá tự tin luôn ấy, bảo là mày có thể tự do đi nói lại với con kia.
It's already happening. 2,372, plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients who'll ditch us? Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trade? Now you're being stupid, Harry. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities. The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperazole is used to treat severe psychosis.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Harry. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned. But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez who've put their trust in me. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinez. Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering? Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez. Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, Harry. We are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal... Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. I accept your salute, Harry. All of it is true. I've got the centre, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
The pain is true. He's seen kids, and then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace. We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done. An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway...
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
bà già. Cầm súng. Okay.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pig.
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
As I said, she's a character. I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martin and... This has been so great. I'm always happy to educate and entertain you, my friend. So, what's on your mind? Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else?
Mazovian socio-economics. 0.000% of communism has been built. Evil child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed to do is make himself sad. He is starting to suspect Krasmezov fucked him over personally.
Đây có một cái update rồi đây.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like...
Mr. Everett doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about? Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revershaw, they say. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Safra. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again.
South Safra. A lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there. A lot of cargo shipments.
He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does.
Oil for the wheels. Much needed in stressful...
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort, old Titus is.
He's probably one of those rare specimens who are born when two drunk seamen stumble on top of each other on the deck amidst a storm so violent it flings whales around.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister. The night guard. Ooh, he's a peculiar fellow. He's the strong silent. We talk all the time, but I don't really know much about him. He plays petanque with my old human studies teacher, Mr. Martin, down at the plaza. I think he's the only fellow who actually knows old Renee. They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on and off for as long as I can remember. Strange fellows. Mr. Martin was always real nice to me in school. Mr. Martin, yes. Don't really remember much about him. I was just a boy back then. Sure, mister.
Lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy grad-made machine. The windows, fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you.
Search to lady driver lorry.
The woman is still hunched over the railing.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
green found A to Z. This is the one he pointed to. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with... The door is locked. The handle looks shiny with a key or a tool. Good thing you have one.
Từ mình có mà. Phải đi ra ngoài, đi ra ngoài. Mình có rồi mà, sao vẫn không mở được nhỉ?
This green found A to Z contemporaire is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Nhiều sức khỏe thật. Ôi, revert, revert, revert. Chưa được. Trời ơi, tìm được cái xe này rồi. Bây giờ quay trở lại mở sau.
Make way for the master poet. Nope. Some of the other drivers do.
Hey, isn't he like smoking right now?
Okay. But this...
Kuno này đáng nào lại gần với nó hơn nhỉ? Xong lúc đầu.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. Kuno doesn't...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something... Yes.
Hey.
Well, well.
No, you don't. It's not...
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a... The Whirling doesn't... It's for the... It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. Okay, yes, it's for some clients. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Hát karaoke nào mọi người? Chí tí.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed...
Sửa hát được.
Yes? What is it? God damn it, you leave her alone.
Can I actually...
Yes, of course. Preposterous.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you... God fucking...
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter. The man ponders his cooking utensil.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Con này, chị ơi sao chị gắt vậy? Có cái này mà mình vẫn không mở được, tức nhỉ? Chỉnh lại xem nào. Nhầm lẫn rồi.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Thử không? Ngồi chờ đến giờ để gặp đi. Ngồi phết đấy. Chờ bây giờ sẽ đi tìm đường vào chỗ đằng sau. Phần nhà đằng sau.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the
Do not defile her memory, Gaston.
We knew her, all right. She was René's first girl back when the...
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, officer.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically...
We were just boys then. No point starting this all over again.
She died of pneumonia too. René and I were both by her bedside.
Died? No, you...
Departed.
A quick grimace of pain passes over René's face.
She could never make up her mind about... She was always leaving one of us for the other. Heck, technically...
You always confused her.
He suddenly remembers you.
Of course, officer. Memories are all... Sweet, sweet Jenny. Ask away, officer. I knew her all my life. We knew her, all right. She was...
And then you stole her from...
It's okay, officer. You might have just saved René from a heart attack.
I like playing in the dark. Shout. There's nothing for you to understand here. Absolutely not. She died of pneumonia in her Revival Fair of 91 in the Faubourg. This was the happiest day of my life. I was 22 when I returned from King Guillaume's Akira.
The Akira operation.
I won her back.
You were like a dark cloud.
I...
Those days and memory.
The old soldier says nothing. But when his glance quickly runs over Gaston's face, there's an odd look in his eyes.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Thôi rồi, thử đi. Không bao giờ mới được.
This screen found, A to Z, pry bar in hand. You take, goddamn, looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Tăng sức khỏe lên. Sức khỏe là có sức khỏe là có tất cả.
A sturdy, this could be a way into the apartment building.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
Không vào được. Con bé này sao nó giúp mình được?
Trying to sneak up on me again!
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Tìm được key rồi.
Looks like it could belong to the building's front door.
Thử mở nào. Ôi giời ơi, yes.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far. No reply.
Mình có chain cutter ngay.
This door has been closed with a padlock. But what are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
72 rồi mà vẫn không được. Damn it. Sao thế này?
You hear someone walk. The walking stops abruptly. Sounded like a woman. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any. A poor communard.
Do you have?
It's generally.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you? Now, what do you...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm no one. Just an... If you can call it living. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about...
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening. Ask away, policeman. No one lives there. It's been impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. Great. Young people. They're worth... Oh, that one is a scientist. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell... Something to do with all those stars around his
Chắc
door.
ông này sẽ biết về cái
He asked me to leave him. That's what I said. Astrology.
She mumbles some kind of a response. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number. You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me?
There's no sweet talking your way in there. You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see? Do you want to see my ID as well? You can.
it feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner.
A sudden serious look crosses her face.
But that was months ago. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment, and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And a hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone.
The sum must have been puny.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to... Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or... Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes. Well.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Ask away, policeman. The hell am I supposed to know? And people come and go.
They probably just moved or died. She mumbles some kind of...
Ồ, có giày mới. Có giày mới.
That isn't just a fight. The Star and Antlers was even today, half a century after, the Star and Antlers retains to symbolize the top. Also, some social democrat, because white is the color of peace. Gone. Gone is the glory. You are the big communism builder now. This door is made of metal and a pin. Number 28. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home. You should come back tomorrow evening, after 2100. No one answers. Looks like he isn't home.
Vẫn còn sớm quá nhỉ, còn 2 tiếng nữa thì chắc bây giờ đi gặp bà du thuyền đi.
The door is closed again. You hear someone inside. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? By love, you did.
Fast. Oh, she is memorized.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of... What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them. My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will.
Meaning, the information she has will raise...
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps? You have. And...
Finally, time to choose sides.
Nào.
Of course, Detective. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. How could I stop you? Are we...
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting. Tell her she'll like you for it.
Xem nào.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my. A real door. That's good to hear, Detective.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
The company did not send mercenaries after the Union. I told you in great detail about the mistakes my side made. I just hope you don't share Everart's view on things. After all, as he said, one's dead now.
Let's keep it that way, she means to add, but then doesn't.
How benevolent. Well, I hope it yields something. Otherwise, you'll have opened that door for naught. Anything else? Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Of course. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? Until you come up with something at that intersection.
She simply nods. She's not even asking you anything. It's so...
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making? I disagree. It sounds like a strike brew. And you made them more drunk? Aren't they corked enough already? Very curious. A very curious thing. What else? Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it? Ah, yes.
With longing. Clear and simple longing.
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief... He's probably dead by now. Yes, I was slumming it with some... Not overly so. We told ourselves we were the worst...
She's sentimental, all right. You don't know enough about her to find out why exactly. She will keep her secrets for now.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective.
She is more
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Oh. So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun? Did he now? Well, then it's... Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later.
This coin operates. Your money disappears into the coin slot. The curtains on the display open. The lenses shift. It looks. This coin-operated viewer. You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. You finally stop picking your nose. Time passes. The sun draws ever closer to... The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against...
Nào, đi tìm
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the sur...
cả đồng hồ nó cũng không chạy luôn ấy. Siêu thật.
Put your hands where I can see them. Show me your hands.
Scavenged. Battery power.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket. Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. I want you on the subject yourself.
You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you could...
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Hug the pavement.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets stick...
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. Back up. Back up. Back up. You are? Mr. Moran? No, aggravated as...
There's a scenario.
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you're actually a police officer?
License and registration. License and registration. Come in, dispatch.
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Confined quarters. Assailant coming at me.
Oh my god. Oh, I see. Okay, the gun was...
What is this? Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
No one ever cares.
This limbed and headed machine of pain and Okay, you need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you. The catatonic woman, especially now that she's unarmed, doesn't seem to be a threat. The catatonic woman doesn't understand, probably even...
Please, leave the radio on. Mr. Moran is on Channel 8.
Reflex to what? She stands... The woman is one of those things. There were narcotics in there, too. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the old woman doesn't react. You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously. She didn't consume them.
Come on, yay. Nào, xem tác sĩ phụ nào.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
À đâu đi để dùng bút. Ồ.
The buzzer, there's a gap with a name.
Yes, my suggestion is a lullaby my mother used. Surrender.
That's kind of grim for a children's song.
Yes, it does.
Sáng mai thằng Kim về rồi. Mình chỉ có tối nay để làm hết cái nhiệm vụ ăn cắp vớ vỉn thôi.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? God. Poor.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pip. You're fucking with me.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any... Auntie LaPlante, we always...
Marianne, amigo. Fuck you, pig. What the fuck you are playing at?
Easy, Al.
Don't disrespect Miss Walls. Like before. Just an old lady.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago.
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. No, I didn't.
Yeah, cop. That's some pretty... Dunno. She lives by the water. Dunno. She lives by the... No prop.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on this street.
I've got nothing to say to you.
This getting the corpse residue out of these boots. The strong smell of vinegar forces you to strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. The boots look cleaner and clean, just like beef stew. That's it, chef. A pair of real beauties. Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. The stage is... You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Mặc cái kia có được không ta? Mặc cái nơ này này, nó tăng điểm drama của mình lên này. Thử nhá.
The stage, you feel...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Không, vậy thôi. Vẫn thế rồi.
This screen found A to Z, contemporary. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. This screen found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow, pry bar in hand. God damn, looks like the window might be shatterproof.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the medical establishment.
I do appreciate it. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing.
Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing anymore. Another time, perhaps.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the...
Đi về đi ngủ, sáng mai dậy gặp bác Kim. Bác Kim ơi là bác Kim.
It's getting cold.
Phòng bác này cho mình xịn sò.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, an old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. The bed is comforting, if... Across the room, the heating system hums.
Thoughts, baby.
Recorded in you.
On.
Behold.
It's the world, Harry. You can never forget this shit.
All.
You're the...
Reading your own.
You...
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good. Forever, Carl. Always.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep.
You can do it. It's nothing. Do it for the picture. You were right, brother. Back there in your sleep. But you did. No, but I will send you back to the time when the sun had not yet vanished. To go back, protect the Susan. No one. Don't ask about her. You fool. Second chances are not about questions. They are. There must be others like people whose yearning for... Think. Maybe you've already met someone like that. Now we're making bank. Oh yes, Gary is bullseye. And by longing, now there is that is measurehead is exactly the no, not 4 is a good number of traditionalists. Its history will remember us, and this time.
Wait a minute. Touch đây rồi. Người ta vớ vẩn, làm tốn thời gian. Ây ô. Nhào. Cắt nào.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect. Sheathe your side.
Huh?
Yes?
Ngay mà. Từ. Đổi. Khổ.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? It's just stupidity. The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a piecing.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil. Martinez? Nothing.
Clearly, he is already... It's all part of the master plan, you see. silence carries. Clearly, it's all part.
Really? It can't be that. Wouldn't that be something? And who could say it's not true? Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight Precinct. Just think about it for a second. You're a...
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly. I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both. Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
Ôi, Kim này so nice ấy. Cậu còn an ủi mình. Gì nữa?
Yes? What about me? Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? There's no reason. 3 days ago, during... They didn't identify... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find... You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason. 3... During... They did... There's a strong prejudice against involving... Just to be clear. Good. Excuse me? You have a... I hope you don't think... They say it's a scene-clearing technique.
He's passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Không được. Bây giờ chả lẽ có đồ mà lại không mặc thì thật là phí. Từ từ. Thử xem là thằng này nó sẽ react kiểu gì nhá. Hold on, từ từ. Để save trước. Trước khi hỏi ông nghĩ.
Yes? Okay, let's talk about it. Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail. It was a joke, sadly. There's nothing I can do about your delinquency.
I don't care about your insane theft.
Ôi, Kim mình sâu to đi. Thấy mình ăn cắp đồ vẫn còn để tha cho mình. Oh my god.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks... The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while...
Ok, đi. Nào Kim, bạn tốt quá. Đây tớ dẫn bạn đi xem cái chỗ này nhá. Và vừa mới phát hiện là sầm đấy. Quý lắm mới dẫn đi xem đấy. Vụ này hơi kinh luôn.
A man.
Hold on. Looks like he's been dead for a while. Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. But that's just a lazy assumption.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
And he was married. But let's try to not run ahead. For now, death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now...
Agreed.
Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning, but I think that death arrived through head trauma. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably...
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition. Not that sealing it off would keep any... It does seem to be a pretty straightforward mission. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station. A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death... I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work. Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest. Alright, we've already examined the library card, and while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
There's some tear. An empty cigarette package.
Bây giờ mình xem một bạn Kim thôi. Để gọi điện cho Alice này. Sau đấy thì gọi điện cho station bảo là mình sẽ nghiên cứu vụ này này. Chỗ này đúng là để bạn tìm một khang. Cháu sinh nhật nhiều tiền vậy.
A shaggy-looking girl. In.
Oh.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold.
Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you.
So should you. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, well... Look, man, fuck the hat.
What did she just say? That's not how a civilian is supposed...
I'm sorry I said fuck the hat. I was constant. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me. A cell.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing.
Why? Okay, it's Berg.
A very You have little reason to doubt that's her real name. But she's not all that's...
This is a portable recording device. Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact mic. A contact mic records sounds from inside.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike. No idea.
Yeah, I record stuff with it. No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic...
That's not fair. And an understatement.
The mic? I don't exactly know. Same place I got the recorder from. The Palaceum. Oh, man. You haven't been to the Palaceum? It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person. I don't know what that means either.
She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she does.
Sure.
An entire litany is...
Man, you are one weird cop. You do understand it all just sounds like Mike to me. Okay. Recording, I guess. I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not with... My boyfriend sold them. I don't know, man. Thing.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for...
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. I don't really know what I'm doing. They used to...
Take this, you're called.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks. That? The boys think it could be a place. Yeah.
And why is that?
They got too much stuff crammed in there. No, music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's... Yep, they were pretty. That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Go ahead. It's supposed to become like a except that... Yeah. You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments, synthesizers and tape consoles, microcomputers too. Anything that uses
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in...
I know. It's not my idea. Hey, you two are cops. Okay, well... Maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys. Because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right? They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? Go ahead. Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do. Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Revachol experience they get east of the river. Rich people. Rich people are east of the river. Good luck crossing that river on your police salary, then. The usual. I had, you know, drinking.
Interesting term. Time to glean some knowledge.
Is this a rhetorical question?
Faubourg, not in Faubourg, is a massive banlieue south of Jamrock Quarter. It is the largest ghetto in Revachol.
My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know. Get my party on.
She nods very cautiously.
Okay, bye.
The tent.
Come on, get in closer.
It's safe to assume this is their leader.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm
actually not, he thinks.
I'm sure you will feel right.
You see a youngish man.
Hello, I'm Andre.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair. Aggressively so. You get the sense that imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you.
And Egghead. Egg! Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue.
Also for talent!
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in
places of shit.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues. Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property.
An attempt to pander to you.
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for
dubheads, burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock.
Strike that!
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and...
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
They're spooky. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one...
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for. All right, man. Yes, I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
Only if he promises to look into this.
Officer, I apologise. Noid doesn't always under... Brilliant!
All right.
Noid watches you pick up the key with a smirk.
Not long. Like a week, maybe? I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Me too. I shouldn't have that kind of power over another.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to... Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. Yes, there's also the machine. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all...
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires.
Andre! Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us. What?
No!
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone, or something, eyeing us inside. But, like, you aren't alone.
It wasn't quite you.
Not human.
It was this dark shape climbing upside... Yeah, you know. The way it was climbing up...
It was stalking a cell. Exhibiting ambush...
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures, and not known for climbing walls.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was a...
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't...
There probably is no crab man.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead...
With a small surge of PEA, alertness.
It means like one of those rich boy private radio.
Not that we would...
He appears sincere in...
We're getting derailed here. In short, you can tell to Noid about the machines. Well, honestly,
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is
Hey now! I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology Sure. What? Oh yeah, that's a meteor name for the founding party. Thought it...
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo. Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious... And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the innocentic system, no? Totally.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. Love is hardcore. Unity.
Unity.
Make some noise.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters. feels good.
Oh yeah, he's coming around. You'll get your posse's like your pe.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Are we? Yeah! Yeah!
Do it for the masses.
I didn't want to say.
The one with the large head is still looking at you.
Yes. What? Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even is running water. Oh, it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that...
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
He sniffs the air. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess. However, their breathing is regular. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this? He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved. A number of things don't add up. How about gather around, kids? The young speed freak puts down the one with the large head. Seems their would-be leader is less amused.
What things? I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing. I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients. What do you mean, friend? It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one's.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
No shit. That's... Come on, that's... I meant to say, not true.
We don't need drugs to...
Shut the fuck up, Egg.
Climb down from the equestrian...
What exactly is it you know? What do you mean?
There's resignation in his voice.
Or else...
He thinks for a moment.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not gonna turn the church into the wickedest...
Because we are!
We just gotta turn it into a speed lab first.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff. No, man. They're spooky, all right.
But the sign was way off, too.
Whatever you think is right, sir. But please, we were only trying to make...
This is it. Judgment time.
Now, option now.
We can continue on an amiable path, right? No more misunderstandings, no more lies. Before you go, is there anything else you need? As always, we'll be...
A young man.
Hardcore! Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! Internally coherent. Good morning, yeah! 1, 2, 3, Yakokata, the place to be! It's the message, so listen and...
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking path? The young man with the tape.
This is hardcore. It's hardcore! Skibbity.
Your cop training. The shaggy.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean. Shoot. I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquent.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it.
Indeed. She merely tried to omit the truth instead.
I know, but I knew you'd see through their plan too. I'm not an... May I ask? What did you tell them? Oh, right. That's wise. Take your time. Oh, that. You're not going to believe me.
She's less prone to blurt it out. Crab man.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those... She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother. You know, strange old clothes. Had this and then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab. Down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out.
Like a crab, you say?
It was too dark.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scary.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw. I don't blame you. I mean, I wouldn't believe me either. My associates. I haven't got much to say about them. Sorry.
To the cops.
Me? I'm a... Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later. Oh.
She's less prone to blurt it out.
Okay. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by the... And then, he stopped.
Like a crab?
It was...
Come on. She
Why? I guess so. Anyway, what else?
The pain of it barely holding it up.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pain falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Đường tắt, vâng.
Hello, mister. Bye. That's one. If I were a real skull, a snazzy shit rip. Yeah.
Skulls.
I can tell you who we're not, which is the part of this presentation you want.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Không biết chơi bao lâu rồi mọi người ạ, nhưng mà tình hình là đói quá. Chắc là mình không xem được game ạ. Thôi ra làm cái gì để ăn rồi quay trở lại chơi tiếp nhé. Ok, dừng video ở đây. Mình ra mình làm cái gì để ăn rồi mình quay trở lại. See you. Ôi, tự nhiên lại mở library mình ra làm gì này.